An Activist Organization Guide. Chapter 1. Some Activist Organizations. Activist Organizations 1. Adbusters.org, ChicagoMediaAction.org, ChicagoMediaWatch.org, ClintonGlobalInitiative.org, CME.org, ComedyCentral.com, CommonDreams.org, DemocraticMedia.org, Essential.org, FreePress.net, HeathenRadioNetwork.com, IGC.org, Interoccupy.org, ISISWomen.org, LibertyNet.org, NetAction.org, OccupyBoston.org, OccupyColleges.org, OccupyOakland.org, OccupyTampa.org, OccupyTogether.org, OccupyToronto.info, OccupyWallLSD.org, OccupyWriters.media, RiseUp.net, StanleyFDN.org, WEARETHE99PERCENT.us, WMM.com. Activist Organizations 2. Community Action Partnership.com, Community Action Partnership, national organization representing the interests of the 1,000 community action agencies, CAAs, working to fight poverty at the local level. CONSERVATION-S.org, American Institute for Conservation AIC. CSH.org, Corporation for Supportive Housing, helps build housing that lets homeless and disabled people connect to homes, health care, jobs and the community. DARE-AMERICA.com, DARE. America, official site for the anti-drug programs run by local police departments. The DARE Kids area includes games, kids news, poems, and essays by children, facts about tobacco usage and Duran's memory game. NationalTownWatch.org, National Association of Town Watch, coalition of law enforcement agencies, community organizations, and citizens organizing National Night Out, an annual crime and drug prevention event. Includes membership information, event registration, and photos. NCAF.org, National Community Action Foundation, advocates for the nation's community action agencies CAA. Newcomersclub.com/index.html, Newcomers Club, worldwide directory. The main purpose of Newcomers Clubs is to welcome new members and help them integrate into the local community through general meetings, social events, member support groups, interest groups, and children's activities. NPLD.com, National Public Lands Day, day for volunteers to help maintain U.S. public lands. Activities include bridge and trail building, clearing invasive plants. Activities report, photograph contest, newsletter, and resources for site managers. NUSA.org, NUSA, Neighborhoods. USA is a national nonprofit organization committed to building and strengthening neighborhood organizations. PACE-CUSTODY.org, the Professional Academy of Custody Evaluators, nonprofit corporation and membership organization. Primary goal is to register evaluators based on specific criteria and disseminate information concerning the education, training, and experience of registered custody evaluators. PatriotGuard.org, Patriot Guard Riders, national organization of motorcycle enthusiasts who attend funerals and honor returning veterans. Publiclease.org, Public Allies, identifies talented young adults from diverse backgrounds and advances their leadership skills through full-time, paid apprenticeships in nonprofit organizations and team service projects. Features volunteer opportunities and news. Rebuildingtogether.org, Rebuilding Together, works to preserve and rehabilitate the houses of low-income homeowners, particularly the elderly, disabled and families with children. Includes news, programs, and FAQ. RMHC.org, Ronald McDonald House Charities, focused on helping families in need by providing affordable housing while children are hospitalized. Provides a list of all homes in the U.S. and internationally. RuralHome.org, Housing Assistance Council, helps local organizations in rural America build affordable homes. Includes information about loans, technical assistance, training, links, publications, and relevant articles. slowfoodusa.org. Slow Food USA, organization devoted to preserving traditional foodways and educating people about food as a center of community. Membership information and press clippings. SOS-USA.org, SOS Children's Villages, USA, American arm of a worldwide relief organization that works to bring long-term family-based care to orphaned and abandoned children. Learn about child sponsorship and online donations. StoryCorps.net, StoryCorps, national project to instruct and inspire people to record each other's stories in sound. How to participate, a question generator and excerpts of stories from their archives. tipnational.org, Trauma Intervention Programs, Inc. Student rights organizations at cali.org/society/organizations/student/rights. Subcategories. American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. College Student Information and Services. Juvenile Law. Pro-Life. Sexual Harassment. Student Newspapers. co-star.org, Coalition for Student and Academic Rights, COSTAR, offers free and subsidized legal advocacy and counseling to students and professors who have problems concerning their constitutional rights or their academic freedom. school-survival.net, School Survival, Articles, Message Boards, Methods of Protest, and Things to Do During Class. sblc.org, Student Press Law Center, Advocate for Student Free Press Rights. Legal information for student journalists and educators in such areas as censorship, libel, copyright, and freedom of information. usstudents.org, United States Student Association, USSA, tracks and lobbies federal legislation and policy, organizes students, and trains them to win concrete victories on their campuses. Chapter 2. Activist organization addresses and websites. Some activist organizations. These are organizations with causes. For more detailed resources, refer to the National Directory of Nonprofit Organizations at your local library. Try plugging the names of these organizations into websites to see if they have a website. Accuracy in Media. 1275 St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20005. AIM.org. Media Watchdogs. Acid Rain Foundation. 1410 Varsity Drive. Raleigh, North Carolina 27606. Africa Fund. 198 Broadway. New York, New York 10038. 212-962-1210. Afro-Asian Center. POB 871. Kingston, New York 12401. 914-246-7828. Akwesasne Notes. Mohawk Nation. POB 196. Roosevelt, New York 13683. 518-358-9531. Major Native Newsletter. Alliance to Save Energy. 1925 St. N.W. Number 206. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-857-0666. Alliance for Environmental Education. 1619 Massachusetts Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-797-4530. Alternate Media Center. New York University. 144 Bleecker St. New York, New York 10012. 212-598-3338. Alternative Press Syndicate. POB 774. New York, New York 10010. 212-481-0120. Alternative Resource Center. POB 1707. Forest PK, GA 30050. 404-361-5823. Always free. epub 3481. Madison, Wisconsin 53704. 608-257-5456. Newsletter about Rainbow Family Gatherings. American Association for the Advancement of Science. 1776, Massachusetts Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-467-4485. American Civil Liberties Union. 132 West 43rd St. New York, New York 10036. 212-944-9800/. 122 Maryland Avenue. NE. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-544-1681. ACLU.org. American Conservation Association. 30 Rockefeller PLA. Number 5510. New York, New York 10112. 212-247-3700. American Forestry Association. 1319 18th St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-667-3300. Fax, 202-667-7751. You can help them with tree planting programs. American Forests. 1516 P. St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20013. 202-667-3300. American Friends Service Committee. 1501 Cherry St. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19102. 215-241-7000. American Green Cross. Poe Drawer 191268. Dallas, Texas 75219. 214-528-5155. American Indian Relief Council. epub 226. Warrenton, Virginia 22186. 703-347-0350. American Jewish World Service. 1290 Ave. Of the Americas. New York, New York 10104. 212-468-7388. American Oceans Campaign. 1427 7th St. Number 3. SM California 90401. 213-576-6162. American Rivers, Inc. 801 Pennsylvania Avenue. 3303. Washington, D.C. 20003. 202-547-6900. Americans for Democratic Action. 1625 K. St. N.W. Number 210. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-785-5980. Americans for the Environment. 1400 16th St. Northwest. 2nd FL. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-707-6665. Amnesty International. 322 8th Avenue. New York, New York 10001. 212-807-8400. International Rights Organization. Anti-Defamation League. 823 UN. Plaza. New York, New York 10017. 212-490-2525. Association for Conservation Information. 458 Lowell Boulevard. Denver, Colorado 80204. 303-934-6734. Better World Society. 1100 17th St. Northwest. Number 502. Washington, D.C. 20036. Ted Turner's Group. Center for Environmental Education. 1725 De Salles St. Northwest. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-429-5609. Center for Immigrant Rights. 48 St. Mark's PL. 4th FL. New York, New York 10003. 212-505-6890. Center for Marine Conservation. 1725 Deals St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-429-5609. Center for Nonprofit Organizations. 155 West 72nd St. Number 604. New York, New York 10023. 212-873-7580. Center for Nonviolent Persuasion. 3229 Bordeaux. Sherman, Texas 75090. 214-893-3886. Center for Peace Studies. University of Akron. Akron, Ohio 44304. 216-375-7008. Center for Peace and Conflict Studies. Wayne State University. 5229 Cass Avenue. Detroit, Michigan 48202. 313-577-3468. Center for Science in the Public Interest. 1755 S. St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-332-9110. Publish Nutrition Action. Research/education group helping the public in the area of food. Books, tapes, posters, etc. Center for Teaching International Relations. University of Denver. Denver, Colorado 80208. 303-753-3106. Center for War/Peace Studies. 218 East 18th St. New York, New York 10003. 212-475-0850. Center on Law and Pacificism. POG 1584. Colorado Springs, Colorado 80901. 719-635-0041. Chesapeake Bay Foundation. 162 Prince George St. Annapolis, Maryland 21401. 301-268-8816. Citizen/Labor Energy Coalition. 600 W. Fullerton. Chicago, Illinois 60614. 312-975-3680. Coalition of many groups who strive to help moderate-income people get affordable utilities. Citizens Against Government Waste. 1511 K. St. N.W. Number 643. Washington, D.C. 20005. Citizens Commission on Police Repression. 633 South Chateau Place. Number 200. Los Angeles, California 90005. 213-387-3937. Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms. 12500 Northeast 10th Place. Liberty, PK. Bellevue, Washington 98005. 206-454-4911. Citizens Energy Council. POG 285. Allendale, New Jersey 07401. 201-327-3914. Citizens for a Better Environment. 942 Market St. Number 505. SF, California 94102. 703-276-7070. Citizens Involvement Training Project. University of Massachusetts. 138 Hasbrook Labs. Amherst, Massachusetts 01003. 413-545-0 2038. Publish, The Rich Get Richer and the Poor Write Proposals, Power, a Repossession Manual, Planning for a Change. Helps citizens. Citizens United for Responsible Energy. 3115 Harvey Parkway, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73118. 405-525-9004. Civitex Information Service. 55 West 43rd St. New York, New York 10036. 800-223-6004. They will help you if you're a civic-minded citizen who has a beef or wants to set the world on fire. Coalition to End Grand Jury Abuse. 105 2nd St. Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-547-0138. Commission for the Advancement of Public Interest Organizations. 1875 Connecticut Avenue, N.W. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-462-0505. Publishes a book that lists the publications of over 100 public interest organizations. Committee on Native American Struggles. National Lawyers Guild. POB 6401. Albuquerque, New Mexico 87197. Commission to Study the Organization of Peace. 866 United Nations Plaza, number 4045. New York, New York 10030. 212-688-4665. World Ecology/Peace Movement over 50 years old. Congressional Clearinghouse on the Future. 3565 House Annex 2. Washington, D.C. 20515. 202-225-3153. Publish What's Next? Future Consciousness. Conservation Foundation. 1717 Massachusetts Avenue, N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-797-4326. Conservation and Renewable Energy Inquiry and Referral Service. POB 8900. Silver Spring, Maryland 20907. 800-523-2929. Conservation International. 1015 18th St. Northwest, 10th FL. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-429-5660. Conservation Law Foundation, Inc. 62 Summer St. Boston, Massachusetts 02110. 617-350-0990. Consortium on Peace Research, Education, and Development. Bethel College, North Newton, Kansas 67117. 316-283-2500. Publish Peace Chronicle, Peace and Change. Give conferences and workshops. Cooperative Communities of America. 7501 Sebago Road, Bethesda, Maryland 20034. 301-229-2802. Publish a Travelers Network directory for places to stay as well as other altruistic type books. Co-op America. 2100 M St. N.W. Number 310. Washington, D.C. 20063. 800-424 Coop. Earth First. POB 5871. Tucson, Arizona 85703. 520-622-1371. Eco-Gorillas. Earth Island Institute. 300 Broadway, number 28. SF, California 94133. 415-788-3666. Protects Nature. Earth Lab Institute. 1523 4th St. Berkeley, California 94710. 415-526-2093. EarthSave Foundation. POB 949. Felton, California 95018. 408-423-4069. Ecommerce, Institute for Global Communications. 18 de Boom St. SF, California 94107. 415-442-0220. Major Ecological Network. Environmental Action Foundation. 1525 New Hampshire Avenue, NW. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-745-4870. Fax, 301-891-2218. Concerned with utility reform and alternative energy promotion. Environmental Action, Inc. 1346 Connecticut Avenue, NW. Number 731. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-833-1845. Nonprofit, National Environmental Lobbying Group. Environmental Defense Fund. 257 Park Avenue South, New York, New York 10010. 212-505-2100. 800 Call EDV. Environmental group working at legal issues to clean up the planet. Environmental Policy Institute. 317 Pennsylvania Avenue, SE. Washington, D.C. 20003. 202-544-2600. Equal Rights Advocates. 1663 Mission St. Number 550. SF, California 94103. 510-621-0672. Food Monitor. epub 1975. Garden City, New York 11530. 516-742-3704. Excellent source of information about food and hunger on the planet. Forests Forever. 106 W. Stanley, Ukiah, California 95482. 707-462-2370. Freedom of Information Clearinghouse. epub 19367. Washington, D.C. 20036. Free Our Public Lands. 2945 West Barrel Drive, Tucson, Arizona 85746. Friends of the Earth. 124 Spear St. San Francisco, California 94105. 415-495-4770/. 218 D. St. S.E. Washington, D.C. 20003. 202-544-2600. All-around ecological information. Friends of the Filipino People. 110 Maryland Avenue, NE. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-543-1093. Friends of the Third World. 611 West Wayne St. Ft. Wayne, Indiana 46802. 219-422-6821. Publish Friends of the Third World newsletter. Social change and hunger related, sell books. Fund for the Environment. 3007 Tilden St. Northwest, Number 4L. Washington, D.C. 20008. 800-673-8111. Gaia, Institute for the Study of Conscious Evolution. 2418 Clement St. San Francisco, California 94121. Positive Thinking World Awareness Like Planetary Citizens. Grantsmanship Center. 1031 South Grand Avenue, Los Angeles, California 90015. 213-749-4721. Publish Grantsmanship Center News. Resource for groups seeking funding, offers workshops. Greenpeace. 1436 U St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20009. 462-1177. Greenpeace.org. info.nordic@greenpeace.org. Activism-AntiWar-Improving Contact.fr@greenpeace.org. European.unit@greenpeace.org. gp@greenpeace.ch. gpm@isr@greenpeace.org. greenpeace.greece@diala.greenpeace.org. greenpeace.kr@greenpeace.org. greenpeace.mexico@greenpeace.org. greenpeace.usa@wdc.greenpeace.org. greenpeace@ecn.cz. greenpeace@pt.lu. info.africa@greenpeace.org. info.b@greenpeace.org. info.id@greenpeace.org. info.it@greenpeace.org. info.nordic@greenpeace.org. info.ph@greenpeace.org. info.th@greenpeace.org. info@greenpeace.hu. info@greenpeace.nl. info@greenpeace.org.nz. info@greenpeace.ro. info@greenpeace.ru. info@greenpeace.sk. info-chile@greenpeace.org. mail@greenpeace.de. nina.estros@greenpeace.org. office@greenpeace.at. relacionamiento@br.greenpeace.org. support.o@greenpeace.org. supporter.services.in@greenpeace.org. supporter.services.int@greenpeace.org. supporters@greenpeace.org.lb. bilgi.tr@greenpeace.org. International Ecological Organization. Habitat for Humanity. 419 West Church St. Americus, Georgia 31709. Habitat.org. Home building. Help save the water. 800-504-8484. Human Ecology Action League. 505 North Lake Shore Drive, Chicago, Illinois 60611. Publish Human Ecologist. Concerned with illness caused by life in the high-tech world, i.e. preservatives, pesticides, odors, etc. Human Rights Internet. 1502 Ogden St. Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20010. 202-462-4320. Publish Human Rights Internet Newsletter. Network organization with listing of over 700 members. Human Rights Watch. 1522 K St. N.W. Number 910. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-371-6592. hrw.org. Indian Nation. Assembly of First Nations. 222 Queen St. Ottawa, on KIP 5v9. Indian Rights Association. 1505 Race St. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19102. 215-563-8349. Publish Indian Rights Association. Support Group, Non-Indians Welcome. Institute for Food and Development Policy. 2588 Mission St. San Francisco, California 94110. 415-648-6090. Publish News and Notes, Food First, World Hunger, 10 Myths. Activist/resource on food. Institute for Peace and Justice. 2913 Locust St. St. Louis, Missouri 63103. 314-533-4445. Institute for World Order. 777 United Nations Plaza, New York, New York 10017. 212-490-0010. Intercommunity Center for Justice and Peace. 20 Washington Square North, New York, New York 10011. 212-475-6677. Catholic Social Justice Group. Interfaith Center on Corporate Responsibility. 475 Riverside Drive. Number 566. New York, New York 10027. They watch corporations, do boycotts if necessary. International League for Human Rights. 432 Park Avenue South. New York, New York 10016. 212-684-1221. International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Resources. Avenue du Mont. Blanc. 1196 Gland, Switzerland. 022-6432-054. International Voluntary Services. 1717 Massachusetts Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-387-5533. Isaac Walton League of America. 1401 Wilson Boulevard. Number B. Arlington, Virginia 22209. 703-528-1818. Conservation Goals. Jewish Peace Fellowship. POG 271. Nyack, New York 10960. John Birch Society. 395 Concord Avenue. Belmont, Massachusetts 02178. 617-489-0600. Less Government, Better World. Keep America Beautiful. 9 West Broad St. Stamford, CT 06902/99 Park Avenue. New York, New York 10016. 212-682-4564. League of Conservation Voters. 1707 L St. NW. Number 550. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-785-8683. Try to elect pro-environmental politicians. Liberation News Service. 17 West 17th St. New York, New York 10011. 212-989-3555. Alternative to the mainstream services. Middle East Peace Project. 339 Lafayette St. New York, New York 10022. 212-475-4300. Mobilization for Survival. 3601 Locust Walk. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19104. 215-386-4875. Coalition of 150 peace groups, workshops, and community action. Movement for Economic Justice. 1605 Connecticut Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-462-4200. Publish magazine and champion poor people's causes. Movement for a New Society. 4722 Baltimore Avenue. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19143. 215 SA 93276. Publish many booklets, dedicated to social change, i.e. nuclear power, feminism, etc. National Arbor Day Foundation. 100 Arbor Avenue. Nebraska City, Nebraska 68410. 402-474-5655. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. 4805 MT Hope Drive. Baltimore, Maryland 21215. National Caucus on Black Aged, Inc. 1424 K St. NW. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-637-8400. Help for Low-Income, Elderly Black Folk. National Clean Air Coalition. 801 Pennsylvania Avenue. SE. 3rd FL. Washington, D.C. 20003. 202-624-9393. National Committee Against Repressive Legislation. 510 C. St. N.E. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-543-7659. Keep tabs on repressive legislation. National Committee for Responsive Philanthropy. 810 18th St. Northwest. Number 408. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-347-5340. National Indian Youth Council. 201 Hermosa, N.E. Albuquerque, New Mexico 78108. 505-266-7966. Publishes Americans Before Columbus. Works to preserve the culture and save their land. National Network in solidarity with the Nicaraguan people. 1718 20th St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-223-2328. National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. 530 8th St. Southeast. Washington, D.C. 20003. 202-223-3170. National Parks and Conservation Association. 1776 Massachusetts Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-223-6722. National Peace Institute Foundation. 1100 Maryland Avenue. N.W. Number 409. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-546-9500. National Prison Project. 1346 Connecticut Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-331-0500. National Puerto Rican Coalition. 1700 K. St. N.W. Number 500. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-223-3915. National Rifle Association. 1600 Rhode Island Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-828-6000. NRA.org. National Self-Help Clearinghouse. Graduate School and University Center. City University. 33 West 42nd St. Number 1227. New York, New York 10036. 212-840-1259. They will provide you with a list of all manner of self-help groups in your area, and the range spans the spectrum from nurses to former sex offenders. Also, they will help you start such a group up if you are so inclined. National Self-Help Resource Center. 2000 S. St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-338-5704. Resources for self-help groups. National Urban League. 500 East 62nd St. New York, New York 10021. 212-310-9000. NUL.org. To assist blacks with social and economic reform. Native American Rights Council. 1506 Broadway. Boulder, Colorado 80302. 303-447-8760. Natural Resources Defense Council. 40 West 20th St. New York, New York 10011. 212-727-2700. Nature Conservancy. 1815 North Lynn St. Arlington, Virginia 22209. 703-841-5300. Preserve the Environment. Network, a Catholic social justice lobby. 806 Rhode Island Avenue. N.E. Washington, D.C. 20018. 202-526-4070. North American Congress on Latin America. 151, West 19th St. 9th FL. New York, New York, 10011. 212-989-8890. Publish NACLA Report on the Americas, NACLA Research Methodology Guide, NACLA Handbook. Concerned with Human Rights. North American Nonviolence Training Network. 4722, Baltimore Avenue. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19143. Publish Directory of Nonviolence Trainers. Social Action Resource. Nuclear Information and Research Service. 1536, 16th St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-483-0045. Office of Tibet. 801, 2nd Avenue. New York, New York, 10017. 212-867-8720. Office on Global Education. Church World Service. 28606, Phillips St. Elkhart, Indiana, 46515. 219-264-3102. Oxfam America. 302, Columbus Avenue. Boston, Massachusetts, 02116. 617-247-3304. Development Projects in Poor Nations. People for the American Way. 2000 M. St. N.W. Number 400. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-467-4999. To help people with their basic rights like privacy. Planetary Citizens. 777, United Nations Plaza. New York, New York, 10017. 212-490-2766/. POG 2722. San Anselmo, California, 94960. Publish One Family, Planet Earth, Earth, Space, and Our Planet. Write for catalog and magazine about New Age positive thinking, world awareness. Issue a planetary passport. Prisoners Union. 1315, 18th St. San Francisco, California, 94107. 415-648-2880. Prometheus Society. 102, Morris Drive. Laurel. MD 20810. 301-498-9270. Devil's Advocate Group, investigates phenomena. Public Action Coalition on Toys. 222 East 19th St. Number 8A. New York, New York, 10003. Promotion of safe toys for children. Radical America. 38 Union Square. Somerville, Massachusetts, 02143. 617-628-6585. Rainforest Action Network. 450 Sansom St. Number 700. SF, California, 94111. 415-398-4404. 800-989 Rain. Rainforest Alliance. 65 Bleecker St. New York, New York, 10012. 212-677-1900. Renew America. 1001 Connecticut Avenue. NW. Number 638. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-232-2252. Rocky MTN. Institute. 1739 Snowmass Creek Road. Old Snowmass, Colorado 81654. 303-927-3128. Rotary International. 1560 Sherman Avenue. Evanston, Illinois 60201. 708-866-3000. Rural America. 1900 M. St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-659-2800. Safe Energy Alternatives Alliance. 324 Bloomfield Avenue, Montclair, New Jersey 07042. 201-744-3358. Sierra Club. 930 Polk St. San Francisco, California 94109. 415-776-2211. World Ecology Group. Southeast Asia Resource Center. epub 4000. Berkeley, California 94704. 415-548-2546. Southern Africa Committee. 17 West 17th St. 8th FL. New York, New York 10011. 212-989-3557. Southern Poverty Law Center. 1001 South Hull St. Montgomery, Alabama 36101. Survival of the Sea Foundation. 3299 K St. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20007. 202-994-3885. Tribal Sovereignty Program. epub 10. Forestville, California 95436. 707-887-7256. United Nations Economic and Social Council. United Nations. Number 2977. New York, New York 10017. 212-754-5727. UN.org. World Resources for Humanistic Programs. United States Institute of Peace. 1550 M St. N.W. Number 700. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-457-1700. U.S.-China People's Friendship Association. 635 Southwest Lake Avenue. Number 202. Los Angeles, California 90057. 213-483-5810. U.S. Committee for Justice to Latin American Political Prisoners. 200 Park Avenue South. Number 812. New York, New York 10003. 212-254-6062. USJCs. epub 7. Tulsa, Oklahoma 74121. 918-584-2481. Vocations for Social Change. epub 211, Essex Sta. Boston, Massachusetts 02112. 617-423-1621. A workers' rights group with many publications. Wilderness Society. 900 17th St. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-833-2300. Save the Forests. World Peace News. 777 United Nations Plaza. 11th FL. New York, New York 10017. 212-686-1069. World Press Review. epub 915. Farmingdale, New York 11737. 212-697-6162. World Paper, the Global Community Newspaper. 8 Arlington St. Boston, Massachusetts 02116. 617-536-3855. World Watch Institute. 1776 Massachusetts Avenue. N.W. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-452-1999. World Resources Institute. 1709 New York Avenue. N.W. 7th FL. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-638-6300.